Song of the Soul. Lo, the limpid lake of divine love is surging in my heart. The very sky has entered in with luminous moon and stars. O soul, O bloom of bliss, what glory hides in thee? Black bee of the mind sucks divine honey, and the fetters are loosened free. The veil of ignorance is lifted. I behold the beauteous orb of the self. No words can ever describe the bliss that sweeps over my eternal self. All names and forms have vanished. To eternity do I fly. I am that am I. I am that am I. Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai. Om Nilambujasyyamal Komalangam Sita Samaropita Vamabhagam Panavu Maha Sayakacharu Chapam Namami Ramam Raghuvanshanatham. Adorations to Lord Rama, whose complexion is like a blue lotus, very tender and delightful in appearance. Sita is seated on his left side, is carrying a powerful bow and arrow in his hands. Shri Ramcharitmanas, Ayodhya Kanda, and verse number is 112. Rama, Lakshmana and Sita, they are moving into forest dwelling stage. Banavas, they have been exiled into the forest in a storyline. But at every step as Rama moves, and all those who have the darshan of Rama, who behold Rama, how fortunate they are and how blissful they feel. Now that's what your challenge. Challenge means try to visualize it. Put yourself with Rama out there in that setting. That's the purpose of Ramayana. To allow your mind to develop that type of artistic visualization that you are as if in that particular setting where Rama, Lakshmana are. And we're looking at the faces of the people, how joyous they are. Look into the eye. Why are they bright so much? And then you figure out all that detail. I don't have to do it now. As we go on, you will see. In a storyline, as they pass through villages, all those who see them going into forest, and the great news has spread everywhere that Rama has been banished by Dashratha due to Kaikeyi and so forth. So all of them are aware, but not fully aware. यही विधि पूछहि प्रेम बस पुलक गात जलु नैन कृपा सिंधु फेरहि तिन्हि कहि विनीत मृदु बैन. People who begin to follow Rama, and while they follow, their whole body or their whole personality is thrilled with Rama's presence, and tears flow from their eyes. There are two types of tears: hot tears, cold tears. Cold tears flow, that means your eyes are wonderful. And you are very happy. Hot tears often has gotten into your heart. And Lord Rama, in a very gracious manner, bless them and ask them to return. ये पुर गाँव बसहि मग माही तिनहि नाग सुर नगर सिहाही. And on Rama's path, all those villages that Rama has passed through, those villages are viewed by gods as most lucky villages, blessed villages that Rama is passing through. He would have gone to Swarga to pass through there. First thing to realize here, Rama's presence is state of moksha, liberation. And whenever we talk of gods enjoying heaven, it implies souls that have become godly because of good karmas, and they enjoy. There is a state called astral plane. Masses call it heaven, Swarga. But it does not put an end to the cycle of your birth and death. The result of your good karma, you enjoy, but good karma has a limit. Then you come back into another embodiment. And you will, it's not definite that you will continue to have heaven, because you are as much vulnerable to good karmas as well as negative karmas. So having enjoyed heaven, there is no security that your future embodiments will be good. In next embodiment, you may forget all about your virtues and go to hell. And so heaven, hell go on. So that type of a heaven, and people who dwell there, when they witness the fortune of those people who are seeing Rama. Seeing Rama means those souls will not be trapped in heaven, the lower heaven. They are being led to liberation. So, simple point is, you have two choices. Little heaven is inviting you with Indra as the ruler. Come and you will have wonderful dishes of things that you like. And since you will not be coming with your physical body, it's good news. Now you can have as much food as much your mind can handle. And you have no trouble from calories. I'm joking, but that's a picture of heaven, Swarga. Next choice, understand all this from advanced point of view is extremely petty. Being in Swarga, it has stopped you from your self-effort. If you are in embodied state, you have an opening. You can change your destiny by your proper self-effort. But between death and rebirth, that's where you live in Swarga. And there, while you are in Swarga, you can't do anything now. No self-effort. You are simply utilizing what you have earned. So that's the predicament of people of Swarga. And that's what people generally, masses, whenever they talk of heaven, they always have that picture, that they will go to heaven and there they will meet their relatives, even their dogs and cats. They will be all very happy forever in heaven. That description is to please the childish state of your mind. But if you are grown up, that's a foxy movement. You should not stoop to it. So, when Rama starts moving through villages, Rama means Brahman. When Brahman enters into your personality, Swarga is nothing. So all those who are in Swarga, they become exceedingly jealous. How these people are having the blessing of Rama with them. And they have done lots of good karmas and no Rama with them. The whole setting called bhoga, enjoy. Coming in touch with Rama, now gateway opens to moksha, liberation. This is the most profound, subtle point in all religions of the world. Bhoga should not be your goal. Though there is no harm in praying for having prosperity, good health, but your prayer should not become limited. All this you should have so that you can attain the purpose of your life. Purpose of life is divine communion. Until you have become blended with God, you have not attained, whatever you have attained is transient. And the Jepur gav basahi bagamahi, Tinahi nagasur nagar sihahi. All those villages that are on the path of Rama and Lakshmana, Sita. The spirits of Nagas. Nagas are snakes. But in allegorical terminology, Nagas are those not spiritually advanced, but they are advanced in the practice of concentration, meditation, and their goal is to have certain powers. So Nagas stay with powers, psychic powers. And gods, not with a small g, gods secure bhoga, enjoyments, led by limited virtuous karmas. Virtuous karmas that you do under expectation. I'm doing this and I must get this reward. With that type of sakamya karma. So those people who have become heavenly by sakamya karmas, and those people who have gained a lot of power, psychic power, they are the Nagas and gods. They all, when they look at people in Ayodhya, they are extremely jealous of those people. In other words, when they look at it, they say, what a fortunate these people are. And where are we? Kehi sukriti, kehi ghari basaye, dhanya punyamaya param suhaye. How fortunate these people are. What wonderful karmas have led them to be in this setting. That they are having darshan of Rama. Jahan jahan Ram charan chali jahi, tinh samana amaravati nahi. Wherever Rama's feet move, that place surpasses heavenly world. It cannot compare with anywhere in heavenly setting. Let's figure out what does it really mean. Every soul has 4 paths, and every soul is working through 4 ways, 4 paths: action, emotion, will, and reason. But in every path you are following, your mind is set on bhoga, enjoyment. Enjoyment is vulture. So everywhere you are going, you are looking at vultures. Following the path of karma, vulture. Following the path of feeling, sentiments, again vulture is there. Following the path of will strength, there again, there is egoistic desire behind it. And following the path of understanding by your intellect, it's all the progress. If your intellect is dull, you open up your computer and go to Google to find all the vulture settings. I'm joking. So there is Vulture in all the four stages, in your action, in your emotion, in your will, in your reason. But when Rama steps up, karma becomes karma yoga. Every action you do, turn your attention. Who is doing it? Who makes you do it? And for whom are you doing it? As you begin to develop that your karma is a form of invoking God. It is sadhana. You don't have to create a sense of boredom in your mind or stress in your mind. You don't have to complain. I have so much karma duties to do. I have no time for what? No time for samadhi. The karma itself is a powerful process of enjoying communion with God. Simple illustration is, think of in your family setting, how a mother becomes so busy to see something good is happening to the baby, or a child or a young man, young son is going to be married or daughter going to be married. The mother becomes exceedingly busy, does so much works. Someone said, aren't you getting tired? No, it's a joyous situation. So you must realize it is not the quantity of action that makes you exhausted or bored or depressed. All the quantity of action, if you have in your heart a form of loving fulfillment, that you are doing it for love of God. Love of human being, love of relatives is a little spark of that love. Real love is love of God. So when you have that type of movement in your heart to recognize your actions flow on the basis of God within you, He is inspiring you. So while doing your action, every now and then look at His eyes. Joking, but idea is become aware. Then you realize all the work you are doing is a form of inspiration. So if divine foot goes into the path of your karma, karma becomes karma yoga. If the divine foot goes in the path of your sentiments, feeling, good feeling, you love people. When you love people and want to have cozy relationship, that creates a tremendous problem. And nothing gives you more bitter experience than this whole process. People whom you love, they may not be loving you at all. So this human path of love is full of bitter frustrations. Big Rama's foot on it. So every effort you are doing to love people, you are recognizing God in them, nothing else. Either God is with you or you are nothing. So, I'm quickly saying it, but attaining a perfection requires a progressive movement with great patience. But that's what your mind has to go on working upon. Otherwise, the world is going to give you tremendous tortures. But so, when Rama's foot has gone into that level, his foot is not going to go away. Everything becomes a source of connecting yourself with Rama. So your real fulfillment of love is not thwarted, is not being restricted, not being injured, no matter how it may appear in your practical world. Try to understand that. So Rama's foot has gone to your second track, feeling. Third track, will. Always your mind feels settled when you have created a will. This is what I'm going to do tomorrow. This is what I'm going to accomplish during this week. This is what I'm going to accomplish in my life. Any project you have, will is behind it for you to succeed. But will or nil. All things pass away. So, but bring Rama's foot in your path of will. Not my will, his will. This is my will, and I put a stamp of Rama's will. Now, there is no spill. No shaking from it. No spill. So your will movement becomes dhyana yoga. Practice of meditative movement, powerful meditation. And similarly, your highest level within you is path of understanding, intellect aspect. The intellect aspect, if Rama is not there, you are always wanting to know everything, every detail, in a very, the stars, how far can you go? When did the whole universe come? How did all the evolution came up? Countless things, and your mind is busy. But no matter how much you know, you find yourself very stupid. Unable to face even the smallest challenges. So because Rama's foot is not there. But if you bring Rama's foot, implying now your knowing movement has a subtle goal or a subtle understanding that the very knowing movement has its source in divine hand. The divine mind is behind your mind. So, how to allow your mind to become purified, relaxed, full of good, positive movement, and recognize God is working through your mind. God is the knower. God is the enjoyer. And that God is operating through you, through your understanding movement. Rama's foot has gone there. So these 4 puris, 4 villages, wherever Rama's foot goes, that becomes divine. So divine that when ordinary gods don't have that fortune. Their fortune is only in the realm of the material, the world of relativity, the world where one continues to have birth and death. So, Jepur gaon basahi magmahi, tinahi nagasur nagar sihahi. See how quickly one sentence is said, and how much does it hold in it. जहाँ जहाँ राम चरण चली जाही, तिम समान अमरावती नाही, पुण्य पुंज मग निकट निवासी, तिनहि सराहे सुरपुरवासी. And all those who live in those villages that are being touched by Rama's feet, they are virtuous souls, not ordinary virtue, the virtue that will lead them to liberation. So even gods are praising those personalities. जे भरी नयन बिलो कहीं राम ही, सीता लखन सहित घन श्याम ही. Now, there, for further extension to this theme, how they look at Rama, Lakshmana, and Sita. Rama is described as Ghana Shyam. Ghana relates to the sky. Shyam, blue. The very appearance of Rama is opening up to you expansion, akasha. Expansion when you open the window and look to the expansion, ultimately what do you see? The blue sky. That blue is mystical blue, and that's the color of Rama, Krishna, Ghanashyam. Darshan of that Rama is a gateway to Akasha. Akasha is sky. But the sky is spoken in three ways. Bhutakash, first space that you get into is feeling of expansion in your practical world. Your office was this much, now it has become big. So expansion is occurred. It's a practical world. But that expansion is not complete fulfillment. If you have all the expansion here, and internally you are crunched, you don't know what to do, and under so much stress and frustration, then internally you are like a roach. I'm joking. So, next that expansion, internal expansion, that's called Chittakash. The expansion in your mental plane. And beyond all this is absolute expansion. We call expansion, and your mind visualizes it in the terms of space expansion. But that's only allegorical. God is not to be described with the big one. But that's the best we can do from a practical point of view, as a symbolic way. But on understanding, you must realize that God is not in the terms of physical expansion or mental expansion. The expansion where all your desires are fulfilled, where all that is to be attained has been attained, where you are no longer little you are Brahman, the Absolute. God alone is. For easy understanding, Think of a reflected sun seeking expansion. The first expansion of the reflected sun is within the jar. Second expansion, get out of the jar and see countless jars. And you begin to see the expansion of the sky and all that. Last expansion, I am the sun. So from a jar state reflected sun to the absolute sun, attaining the absolute is the greatest expansion. That's God, Brahman. So, when they look at Rama, they see that Ghanashyam, his personality, his darshan, is beckoning the soul to expand, to realize, who am I? Aham Brahmasmi. Je sarasarit Rama avagahi, tinahi deva sarasarit sarahi. And wherever Rama takes a bath, that place becomes sacred pilgrimage center. So sacred, gods in heaven, they become jealous of. Jealous I'm using in a different, not ordinary. They begin to view that as much better than anything they have in heavenly setting. यही तरु तर प्रभु बैठहि जाई, करहि कल्प तरु तासु बढ़ाई. And any tree the Lord Rama sits under, even kalpaka tree that gives all types of fulfillment of desire in heavenly world. Whatever you want money, you want bananas, whatever. Kalpaka tree immediately gives. But the tree under which Rama sits, that tree fulfills all your desires, makes you desireless. Aptakam, complete fulfillment. So therefore, even Kalpaka tree looks at that tree with jealousy. Parasi Rama Pada Padum Paraga, Manati Bhumi Bhuri Nijabhaga. And the very earth, Rama's foot touches it. And the earth goddess feels, what a great blessing I have. All the time I'm carrying all this big burden. Rama's foot, divine balm, takes away all the headache of the earth goddess. Again, it's allegorical description. Earth goddess is the purpose of your life. Earth means meaning. What's the meaning of your life? And in a physical world, it has gone into the practical language. What makes you, what supports you? Earth. But that support is not the total support. Real support is your life goes after fulfillment that is in 4 aspects: dharma, ethical value, It's the foundation of the purpose of your life. Be good. If you are going on attaining things without being good, by the time you have attained, you have become a rotten banana. So, what is the use of attaining so many things when your own quality of personality is rotten? So, be good. That's the foundation of your fulfilling the purpose of life. On that basis, that's called dharma. Then comes the word artha in a little more restricted sense. You should have material wealth. You must have resources for you to evolve. But all the material values that you gain, if dharma is behind it, no matter how rich you become, how wealthy you become, you will not be deluded. So whatever is your material circumstance, it will be helpful to your soul. You are fulfilling the purpose of your soul. So dharma, artha. Third purpose, fulfilling human values. Your relation with people around you. How should you, every human being is seeking fulfillment in having a family, having good neighbors, having your relation with the world in which you exist. That's human value. That's called kama. Dharma, artha, kama. And ultimate value, moksha. That's infinite value of life. Moksha is liberation. All these stages, they are leading you to the ultimate goal. If life moves with these 4 points, dharma, artha, kama, then automatically your movement goes into the liberation, which is the goal of life. In liberation state, you realize, I am Rama. I am Brahman. It is not an ultimate goal of shaking hands with God. A reverse ultimate goal is to become the ocean. छाह करहि घन विबुध गन बरसहि सुमन सिहाहि देखत गिरि बन बिहग मृग राम चले मग जाहि. And the whole world setting is adoring Rama. Rama goes and nature sees he needs umbrella on the head. So clouds gather in the sky exactly to match with Rama's head. And the clouds are so happy to be able to adorn Rama. And gods shower flowers. And at the same time, internally gods are shivering. If this fortune should have been mine, I should have been in that forest. And Rama goes on looking the forest with a joyous vision. He's looking at mountains, forests, birds, animals. Understand? Rama, when Rama is looking at them, the whole setting is most divine. The same forest, if you don't have Rama's eyes, full of troubles, demons, ghosts, donkeys, wolves. And mountains are worse, placing challenging situations. But that's the description of the world. The world process is full of troublesome situations. It's a big forest of intricate pathways, thorny bushes, hiding snakes. That's the world we live in. A big Rama's vision into it. Wonderful mountains with a glorious picturesque setting of nature. Wonderful forest, full of the beauty of wonderful colors, sunlight filtering down those trees, creating grace, shower of grace. And lo and behold, look at the eyes of those birds. You don't believe it? Listen to their sound. And the peacocks dancing. So the same setup, now seen through Rama's view, they are magnanimous. The message, the world is the same, but allow yourself to be well cultured by satsanga and your daily sadhana. The very same world will provide you with lots of resources to inspire your mind and lead the soul to the highest state. Same world, you don't have to wait for another era. सीता लखन सहित रघुराई, गांव निकट जब निक सही जाई. Sita, Lakshman, and Rama, whenever they approach, they go into a village. Immediately news goes everywhere in the village. Suni sab bal briddha nar nari, chalahi turat griha kaju bisari. Immediately, all people, bal, children, briddh, old men, old people, men and women, all leave aside whatever work they were doing in their house and go out to see Rama. Now, subtle meaning behind it. All spiritual seekers are in different levels. Some are children, some are grown up. There are men, women, all types. When Rama becomes your vision, Rama comes in your vision. Grihakaj means being confined only into your house, in the kitchen, especially in the kitchen. Everything is boring, so keep yourself busy within your house. Again, this is allegorical. People keep themselves constantly busy confined to their, what seems to the mind a comfortable setting. Griha Kaj. Your whole personality, the Griha is a house. And keep yourself confined. There are lots of things you can learn from your toes. So lots of things are there at every part of your body. Keep confined to that. Griha Kaj. But when Rama comes, be sorry, you don't simply forget about this. Forget about this again doesn't mean that you leave aside your duties. You continue doing your duties, but you have a bigger space. You have opened a window. You don't stay just within your house. Even when you are doing it, we're looking through your window. I'm joking. Try to understand. Even though you are busy, there is internal opening. So Griha Kaj, what keeps you busy in home work, that's literally means Griha Kaj. Griha is home, Kaj is work. Keeping busy with home work. When Rama has entered, all that work has become ordinary. They become like soft cotton floating in the air, easy. So they are not stressing you. At the same time, you are seeing wondrous vision of Rama. Your internal movement is expanding. Your heart is enshrining God within at the same time. Ram Lakhan siya roop nihari, pai nayan phal hohi sukhari. And all of them, when they see Rama, Lakshmana, that is their highest goal. And they realize the purpose of having eyes has been fulfilled. Your eyes do so many things, seeing so many things, but their eyes are not satisfied. You get into next embodiment, and you have again eyes. But whatever lies before your eyes, all are lies. But Rama is the truth. When you see Rama, all lies have flies. The purpose for having your eyes is perfectly fulfilled. Sajal bicho vilochan pulak sharira, sab gaye bhai magan dekhi do bira. They become immersed in great joy. Their eyes filled with tears of joy. The body thrilled all over. Baranina jai dashatina keri, dahi janurankana suramani dheri. Their state of joy cannot be described. As if those who are paupers have gained a big treasure, Chintamani, not a whole storehouse of Chintamani. Chintamani means it's a kind of a mystic jewel. You hold it in your hand and you tell, this is what I want. And then magically the things come to you. These days you have the Chintamani in the form of your iPad. Want to know what? Anywhere. Want to see what Alaska looks like? What's going on in Switzerland? And not one iPad, a whole storehouse of iPads. So just like the pauper may were to gain all these wonderful chintamani. So that is allegorical description of the joy, as if they have gotten such a wonderful store of happiness by looking at Rama. Ekan ek boli sikha dehi, lochana lahur de lehu chana ehi. Each one tells the other, look there, this is the Lochan Lav, your whole eyes and the purpose for which your God has given your eyes, that purpose will be fulfilled. Rama hi dekhi ek anurage, chitwat chale jahi sang lage. And some people begin to follow Rama. Ek nayan mag chabi ur ani, hohi sitil tan man barabani. And some people bring Rama into their heart. The whole setting, chabi, hriday mein, chabi ur ani. And they become calm and relaxed. And they become relaxed in body, mind, speech. The entire being becomes overwhelmed by Rama's presence. So as I have told, there are different types of aspirants and they enjoy Rama's presence in different ways. But they all enjoy the highest experience. And with this, I will conclude. Om Triambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardhana Urvarukma Bandhanan Mrityor Mukhyamamritat Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhina Sarve Santu Niramaya Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Ma Kashchid Dukha Bhag Bhavet Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Shri Ramaya Namah Om Namah Shivaya.